There is the fallacy of either or. Some people see life as either black or white. That's the fallacy of either or. Life is bigger than black or white. There are gray areas. So it was like they were to choose between preaching the gospel and sharing food. If they choose to preach the gospel, you will neglect sharing food. If they share food, you neglect preaching the gospel. So either sharing food or preaching the gospel. No, the apostles avoided that. Life is not about either or. Life is also both and. You can do both and. In other words, you don't sacrifice one value for the other. You don't arbitrarily create a hierarchy of values and sacrifice one for the other. It is like in Matthew 22, when the Pharisees came to Jesus and said to him, they wanted to trap him. They said to him, is it right to pay taxes to Caesar? What did they were looking for either yes or no. Abi? And either of those answers would have put Jesus into big trouble. Either of those answers. If Jesus said yes, it can only be either yes or no. But what did Jesus say? He said, give me the coin. They gave him the coin. He said, whose head is here? They say Caesar. What did Jesus say? Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. In other words, giving to Caesar shouldn't stop you from giving to God. And giving to God shouldn't stop you from giving to Caesar. They are not mutually exclusive. It doesn't have to be either God or Caesar. It can be both God and Caesar. So don't live your life on the fallacy of either or. Sometimes you are presented with option and all you see is either or. No, there are other options. Don't let your mom or your wife make you choose between one. Sometimes some men have that problem in marriage. Abi? Some men are taught between choosing between their wife or their mother. No, it doesn't have to be either or. Don't choose between your wife and your mother. To your wife, you are a husband. Be a husband to her. To your mother, you are a son. Be a son to her. Don't let them let you choose between the other. It's not possible. In other words, don't take what belongs to your wife and do what? And give to your mom. And vice versa. Even if your mom is living in the same house with you, don't let her take the place of your wife. She cannot be the one to decide what will be cooked in the house. She cannot be the one to decide. Some men even give their mother money to be given to your wife to go to market. That's terrible. Either your mother or some even tell you can't come between me and my mother. But your mother is coming between you and your wife. So you have allowed yourself to be boxed in the fallacy of either or. No, they can be both and. Be for your mom a son. Treat her the way sons. The Bible says that children should do what? Honor their parents. Honor your parents. And a good wife will not stop you from honoring your parents. Then don't let your mom stand in the way of your wife. Your wife is the queen of the family. You are the king. Both of you make consultations. Your mother is in the committee of family. They have their role and stuff like that. So don't let life, don't live by the fallacy of either or. The apostles did not do that. They did not neglect the sharing of food. It is very important. This is an important part of our ministry. And neither did they neglect the other. My primary duty is to feed you spiritually as a priest. But you need a comfortable church or a place that's comfortable for worship. So I have to find a way of not neglecting feeding you with the word and the sacrament, and also not neglecting building up the physical structures of the church. And how does that happen? That's why you have project committees in the parish. You have St. Vincent de Paul members in the parish. They are formed to also help and do all of that. So don't live your life in either or. Whenever you are in the dilemma of either or, open your eyes and look. There are other options. Don't be boxed in it. Some people, it's either social life or spiritual life. You are so spiritual that you have no social life. For you, it's either spirituality or social life. You sacrifice the one for the other, and you think you are doing yourself good. You don't have time to relax with friends. You don't have time to unwind. Sunday, you are in church. If it is when church was on. Okay, good Christian. We applaud you. Monday, you are in church. Tuesday, you are in church. Wednesday, you are in church. Thursday, you are in church. Friday, you are in church. Saturday, you are in church. Sometimes God is even tired of seeing you in the church. When there is village, you will not create time for village meeting where you socialize with no members of your place who are also going to be of help. You don't have time to hang out with friends, to go out, and you don't do sports. You think you are helping yourself. Either or. No. You can be both spiritual and also what? Social. Jesus did that. He went for parties. That's why the Pharisees accused him of being a glutton and a drunk. They could see Jesus drinking wine. Some Christians don't want to believe that Jesus ever drank alcoholic drink. They saw Jesus drinking and eating and making merry. That's why they called him a glutton and what? And a drunk. You can't call somebody who drinks juice a drunk. Have you seen anybody who got drunk with juice before? They call him a wine bibber. That's a drunk. Nobody gets drunk with Coke or Fanta or Kunuaya. That's why Jesus was called a drunk. He socialized. You now know God and you are holier than Jesus from Monday till Sunday. You don't have any other things. For you, life is either or. Either this or that. No. Life is bigger than that. It's a spectrum. You can find different colors, multiple in it. To watch full videos and get notifications for new ones, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you.
Sign up with the largest community of Catholics online. Meet new friends, chat, post pictures and videos, make and receive audios and video calls, interact with lots of priests and religions. Download the app from Google Play Store.